Hey guys. Well, anyway, I've been asleep. I've been shattered since I got back from work. So to have a little look, basically, it looks like it's the Serie A team of the season coming in 1 day and 2 hours. Can anybody guess? I mean,
Hi, mate, you okay?
yeah, I'm okay. Tired. Very tired. Very, very tired. So I tried to get to Division 2 last night. Now I don't know what's going
Hi,
on
mate,
with
you
you.
okay?
But I don't know what's actually. Yeah, I'm all good. So I don't know what's going on. Now I'm going to test it out. But
Hi, does mate Coventry unlucky, mate, you must have been gutted.
the fact is that the connection is all been awful. I mean, really bad. I don't know if it's the same. Still the same. I don't know if it's the connection is still awful.
Went
But
to
it,
Sunderland for the game as well.
but it's actually but it's actually
Hi, mate, you
really
okay?
heavy, laggy, and I don't know. It just seems like my players are just not actually moving to the correct speed as what it should be.
Mate, you okay? Oh wow, does bet you dropped to your knees, mate. Coventry unlucky, does mate. Hi, Jaden, mate.
So, hi everyone, anyway. So anyway, we'll have a little look, see if the connection's any good. If not, then we'll leave it.
Mate, you okay, mate? I'm good, mate.
But I'm absolutely shattered. So,
did you see the Coventry game? Craig mate, Sunderland won it in the 122nd minute.
Oh wow, really?
Good, thanks, does mate, you okay, mate?
I didn't know that. Well, right, we'll see how this pans out. We'll see what the connection's like. My connection has just been, like, the players are really heavy, the connection's heavy, and I just cannot move my players to the... So I don't know what's going on. It might be different now, might be the same, but we'll give it a go, whatever. So we'll see.
Now the season is over. Just gutted we lost in the way we did.
Iker Casillas starts in goal. Boubacar Kamara plays alongside Fred in the centre of the park, and they're playing with just one up front. Now, can he get the cross in? Fernandez.
Does broken heart.
How can you just say it?
But you'd expect him to probably stop that. Here's how United line up today. Gianluigi Buffon starts in goal. Joshua Kimmich starts alongside Vitinha in midfield.
Hi, Buster, mate.
Good goalkeeping there.
Get him, mate.
Firpo.
Well, we'll certainly try. It's,
Well, this is a really special...
Order a curry bread, mate.
I'm too tired to
Yeah, he adds so much to the side, doesn't he?
do
You
anything
can tell.
really.
Craig Asterisk.
And I'm sure his manager's going to want him to stay for another 250.
Nice rhythm to United's attacking play now. Erling Haaland. Real opportunity. Pepe. Fred. That's set up the chance.
Did anyone see the Cheetah 6 trailer? Must be new characters because I didn't see Michael in the trailer. Yet means.
I kind of like seeing it.
Did you have issues setting streams up, mate? I can see there's like 7 that didn't go live earlier.
Yeah, I tried to.
Switched on and ready to intercept there.
It kept giving me like something weird on the screen.
Yet there's loads of scheduled streams on the channel, mate.
Oh, is it? Oh, I don't know.
Firpo. And over the bar.
Yeah, I tried to do it, but it wouldn't let me. It kept coming up as an error.
Mate.
Yeah, probably just just glitched.
Michael Olise. Decent looking attack this. Pass was red and the ball has changed hands.
Sounds dodgy, mate. Glitchy.
Kamara.
YouTube might have been hacked.
No, it's just.
Something on in a moment. He's in here. And that's where it ends, with possession lost. This might be promising.
Maybe measured.
Stop them and took it.
It's a pass back.
Good work to regain possession. United regaining possession. This could be dangerous. Kimmich. The approach play looked encouraging, but good defending to snuff out any threat. Dumorne. Oh, good ball in behind. And that's a frustrating ball for them. Mightily close.
I thought he was in there. It looked like he timed his run well, but the flag's up. He'll be so disappointed because that's really unlucky.
Looking to put the cross in.
Get him, mate.
Dumorne. Now, this might be promising. How to play. Throw in to come. Esteve. Able to come away with the ball.
You working over the weekend, mate?
No.
Nicely sets it up. Well, not taking any risks with the clearance, it'll be a throw.
Well, the possession stats are in favour of the visitors. They've got to now make that possession count, though. If you just pass in without penetration, you'll get caught. And that's what's happening. It has to be more decisive in the final third.
And that'll do it. The end of the first 45 minutes here.
Can't seem to get through at all. Problem I have with the game is that you got too many of these YouTubers saying that, you know, about meta, about if you choose this formation, this is better. And it kind of like changes because you see people changing the formation every single time. And it's like, well, if you choose this meta, this formation, it's meta. So like, it's like it gives it a boost. It's like a cheat, really. You know, if YouTube, like these pro YouTubers or pro players know something about the game, if say for instance, you know, it can do a glitch or it can do like the speed boost. Like people find out about the things themselves without actually publicising it. It makes the game a hell of a lot better because people are trying to find out themselves. They don't need, you know, it shouldn't ever be allowed to say, look, if you choose this formation, it, you know, it makes your players go quicker. Or it's just bullshit.
Nicely played through. Really good goalkeeping there.
That was a chance. I got through there, but I just say.
And there's the whistle. It's a penalty.
That should never be a penalty because I didn't tackle him. He just went into me and fell over. That should not be a penalty.
For an even firmer grip on the game. Saved but not cleared. Well, that promising attack has been stopped. Kimmich. Bruno Fernandes. Waited beautifully. And
Get in.
Second best no longer. It's level again. Well, we can see it again now, and what a wonderful
Yes, Haaland.
this is. It's inch perfect, and I couldn't see him missing from there. He made a strong connection. It's a nice goal, wow.
Great save of the goalkeeper and
the ball gets rolling again. Plenty of space
great
to
finish
attack
from
now.
Haaland.
Fred.
They've done it. Oh, well,
Tackle. The chance has gone. Now, this has to be.
no way has he got the ball back.
Their game's
Bullshit.
here.
Well, if we think of the ball, he just glides past his man. The defender just can't live with him. And then once he's through, there's never any doubt, was there? Hits it hard and true, and the keeper just can't react in time.
Switched on and ready to intercept there. Boubacar Kamara. Michael Olise. And you can't tackle like that. What does the left do now? And they want to see a shot here. Oh, they've lost it. The attack is over. Bruno Fernandes. Fernandes. Can he finish?
Oh, at the post again.
The move breaks down. That's a real shame.
Well, so unlucky not to be level in this one, guy. It was a great effort, but you just wonder if they're going to look back on that now.
Yeah, and they could be going close again soon. This was the equaliser. Will they refuse?
Get in.
Down to 10.
Yes, Nedved.
Right back in this game, and just look at the celebrations.
Well, here we can see it again, and it's a perfect way to pass.
I don't know whether there's a delay in it today. Well, now. But last night and yesterday, there was a massive delay. It didn't feel right at all. It was really heavy. I could not move my players. It was so bad. So I don't know what to think about the game because like when it gives you false sense of security, when it gives you, you know, when one day it's really nice and smooth and it's, you know, and then the next day it's like really shit and heavy, you can't move and play it, and it's like, well, what are you supposed to do? What are you supposed to do? Because you put all the effort in, building a team, building the correct... This guy's going to be a dick now, isn't it?
United with the ball again. And that one goes out and away. attacking attack from United. Fernandez, chance for the lead. Maybe now. It's there.
Get in, 3-2, and we got a man sent off as well.
But they're leading the game.
Well, here's the replay, and he does really well. He takes his man on with ease, and then it's really good centre-forward play, isn't it? Holds off the defender who's putting a lot of pressure on him, and then he just keeps his
Bruno. So this is what happens, right? He was so cocky, so overconfident, doing all this stupid shit, that now I'm in front. I'm in.
Olise. Good work to regain possession.
No, I'm in the driving seat now.
And the game stops with the award of a free kick.
Right, I need a player to come to me, like, clicking buttons.
Walsh. Bruno Fernandes.
Cheating scum.
Esteve.
Did you work today, mate?
Yes, I did.
Junior Firpo. And played back to Buffon.
Nice one, I finish in 15 minutes.
Oh, okay, cool.
Oh, being squeezed. And back to Gigi Buffon. Nedved.
So, he was a cocky player, right? He got cocky. He got too cocky for his own good. And he come unstuck because I carried on playing my own way, which is just football, so. But he decided to act differently and act very, in a way where overconfident or over cocky.
Going to come. And
So
there's the
he got what he
final.
deserved.
Not the result these fans were hoping for. Sue, what did you make of it all?
If it had just played correctly in the right manner, I wouldn't have tried to kick the ball. But he was such an ass. He was such an ass. Those are the kind of people and players that really make this kind of game, add to the salt and discomfort and horribleness in the community. I didn't want to keep the ball, but because of the way he acted towards me in the game. That resulted me of like, well, keeping the ball and teaching them a lesson not to act the way overly, not overconfident, but not just be cocky. No need to be cocky. Just play the game and play it in the right way, in a right manner. Not act like a dick. There's no need. There really isn't any need. I mean, the game's hard enough as it is. We all know what we're up against. We all know what we go through every single time we put the game on, and we challenge ourselves to try and do the best we can against the better players. All right, we do this week in, week out, day in, day out. But for players like that who introduce themselves and play in such a horrible, unkind manner, it's just no wonder the community is in such a state it is. There's no need to act in that way. No need at all. So
I'm still in Division 4, mate. I can't get out of there.
That's why I kept the ball in. That's why I played the way I did.
Final flag, but keep losing.
Yeah, it's hard. It really is, yeah. I mean, my mate, he's struggling and is. But that's due to it's not basically because he's a bad player. It's not basically because he's got a bad team. It's because the game, the servers are a big issue. I played it last night and it was heavy as hell. I was winning, losing, winning, losing, winning, losing. One game it was great, smooth. The next game it was like my players were in like 6 foot of concrete, and it was just horrible to go through.
I kept the 96 player because I don't care about selling for coins.
Okay, well that's fair enough. If you want to keep him, that's fair enough. But my advice would be after they've added everything, all the team of the seasons, I'd say start selling your higher, like the most valuable players if you can sell, because otherwise everything's just going to drop even more. Because after the team of the season's done, you know what's going to happen. Everything's going to drop so low that nothing's going to be worth anything. So. I'm surprised that Delete, right, hasn't gone up in rating, because we're in the final. We're in the final, so I don't understand why the player hasn't gone up in rating, because, like I say, we're in the final. So I expected that to go up to 93 or something like that. But it's what it is. I mean, my team's not bad, and I can hold my own against anyone.
I think it might be increased this week sometime.
Oh, okay. As long as people are fair.
Win the final.
Yeah, of course. As long as it's fair and it's equal, the game, everything's balanced. We've got similar players. Everybody's got like a ridiculous team now, all due to the fact that the prices of the players have just stooped so low. It's easy for everybody to get big players now.
What's for food?
No idea yet. Don't know.
I'm having sausage and mash.
Oh, very nice. Very nice. Sounds good. So there we go again. The MS has gone back to how it was last night. It's gone to 28. I couldn't get anything lower than like 24. It was ridiculous. And honestly, I struggled so much. I struggled so badly with it. It was like an impossibility to actually play the game to the best of your ability because the game wouldn't allow you to do that. So there again, like 24ms, that it's like the servers are literally going up and down constantly. It's like there's no
Too many scumps on here.
there's no level playing field. So like when the servers go up and down, you know for a fact that it's near enough impossible to actually do anything productively
Why
on the game.
can't they give us less than 20 ms?
I mean, if you got 20 ms, that's quite decent. That's okay. But like I say, I used to have 18, 16, 18, 20. But at the moment, I mean, in the last game, you know, that weren't too bad, the connection. But, you know, like I say, I tried to do another game, and it's shot straight up again. Yeah, so when it's like that, it's like there's no confidence. It doesn't give you confidence playing another game.
I got 14 ms last week, then it went to 20 off.
Oh, okay.
20 odd asterisk.
Yeah, it's just wrong. So, like I say, I watch so many YouTubers, and I've listened to so many YouTubers talk about the game and their experience and why this year is such a disaster. Now, apparently, the amount of people that have bought the game are less this year compared to last year. Even though it wasn't a great game last year, this year is stooped even lower with sales and productivity.
Space on the weekend?
What's that? Are you doing Hello Space? Hello Space? I don't know. So yeah, it's, you know, it's the way it is at the moment, but which I don't understand completely. I really don't understand.
Feels like we're playing in space with the crab.
Right, well,
Have
you know.
you got the new Doom? GameMate came out last night.
No, I haven't. No, I haven't got the new Doom. No, not at all.
Hi, Mate, you okay?
I had a look at this last night. The new SBC.
I've not played that yet. Is it good, bud?
The new SBC. But I tell you what, right? This SBC is absolutely ridiculous. How can anybody expect to think that this is right to do? I mean, look how many 90s. You know, you got 91, but look how many 90s you got. 4 90s, 191, 5 90s, 191, 89, and another 89. With how many 2 minutes or 2 in the seasons put in? That's just a joke. That's just an absolute joke. You could go and get a 93 icon, right, which is worth absolute piss, right, which is worth absolutely nothing compared to what you're putting in to do the icon, you know, to do the SBC. But leave that alone, because that is just not worth doing at all. Not worth it. That is a joke. So that really is a joke.
EA just need to walk away and leave our game alone, mate.
Well, you know, like I say, since this FC has been bought out, you know, since last year, it's probably one of the worst games, you know, really, they've invented. It should have kept EA, should have kept FIFA. FIFA is the main football game, right? Which is the main company to produce sport games. So really, they should have paid the money. They're a greedy bunch of bastards. EA are. They're greedy, right? That's bottom line of it. They're just greedy. You know, they should have carried on with FIFA. FIFA is FIFA.
FIFA are still producing the new FIFA.
Oh yeah, I mean, you know, but I cannot see how on earth FC can take over FIFA, which has gone on for so many years. How can it get, be any better than FIFA? FIFA is no doubt the number one, football selling game in the world, without a, shadow of a doubt. And I can't understand I can't understand for the sake of me how FC can be going challenge against that. Because the proven fact already is that FC is an absolute disgrace. Yes, because FC is an absolute disgrace. It is. Look at the SBCs, look at the content that they provide, and it's an absolute, shit show. It really is. They're asking people to put so much fodder in for certain SBCs, which are not worth absolutely nothing. And so, I just can't, I don't get where they're coming from, to do these certain SBCs which are worth absolutely nothing. Because give it a month, 2 months at tops, all these teams see that everything's just going to be absolute worth nothing. Worth nothing. I mean, I've seen icons.
Remember when Ultimate Team first started?
Yeah, in 2009. Unbelievable game. It was such a laugh. It was a grind, but it was a good crack. It was really good. It was so good. You didn't have all this stupid crap in the game, and they should have kept it the way it was. The only thing they probably needed to do is add players, or just add different things like that. But they didn't have to go to the extent of adding all stupidity to the game. They didn't have to add stupid moves, which, we've all watched football matches. We've all watched matches over the years. And I've never, ever seen, such stupidity that is in this game based on reality of what we've played in our time, what we've watched in our time. There's no, there is no resemblance whatsoever. There's no comparison. So it's like they're bringing the actual football sport. It's like they're bringing it down to the most bottom level and taking away football and making it into an absolute shit show, which is already what it is already. And I just find it hard to believe. From how far we've come, from when it first started to what it is now, the technology that, we've got, in front of us, and they implement stupidity into it. I mean, I don't know where this jockeying kind of movement. I mean, if you go and do a jockey in real life, there's no way that you would move exactly the same as what they've put on the game. If you go and play a football match, right, a real football match, or you go and watch one, there is no way that these step overs would happen that much, or ball rolls. It won't happen. It doesn't happen. You might get one player out of in a team that probably attempts to do a ball roll, or one ball roll, or even just like the odd back heel or flick. But to have constant, that constantly happen in all the games that you play with every single player that they're attempting to do that with, it's an absolute joke, because that's not a comparison. That's not even an exact way of what happens.
Face with tears of joy, face with tears of joy, face with tears of joy, thought I'd drop in.
yeah. So this is what. So what I'm, this is what I'm saying. I just find it
Chat for ages.
bemusing, and I just find it deliberately, ridiculously crap.
It was
What they've done.
mate.
It really don't happen.
Wow, NJ, is that you, mate? How you doing?
What's that? I know.
I've changed my name.
Oh, hello, strangers. Oh, thought I'd drop in. How everyone? Not been in chat for ages. Now, as a divorceman, I've been travelling and decided to be a monk. Long. Oh, you're right, MJ. I didn't realise it was you. How's it going, pal? I'm glad you're back in the chat. It's good to see you. Been a while. I hope everything's working out for you. So, anyway, like I say, we continue, and like I say, we're going through like all the content that's on it.
Congratulations, Craig, on getting married.
Well, not married yet, but
a monk, mate.
Well, I'm not married yet, so plenty of time yet. But halfway there. So yeah, I'm looking at the content, and honestly, what you have to put in some of these cards, they ain't going to be worth nothing, to be honest. Nothing at all within a month or 2 months. None of these cards are going to be useful. And
you're not in a rush to marry her, mate.
No.
Rolling on the floor, laughing, rolling on the floor.
So, this is what it is. I mean, I'm looking at Xhaka card. It looks quite decent. But, like I say, to put 4 sections in, no. That's not how it's...
Plenty of a time to change your mind.
So, we'll see how it goes. Right, anyway, let's get back onto the subject of this game, guys. Looking at certain players, they might be quite good. Might be useful adding.
Getting married, mate.
What? Well, not yet, anyway. So I'm looking at a Pender. There's 8 sections on this. It's a 94. It looks a really good card, but is it really worth 9 sections? I don't think it is. And the reason why I'm saying it is only 4-star weak foot to it. It's a great card. Don't get me wrong, it is a good card, and it's 94 rate. But to put 8 sections in for a 94, that's a little bit steep for me. Now you got a 94 rate centre back here. It's only got 4 sections, but the problem I don't like is that you've got to put 2 88s in and an 876. It might seem very good to you. It might seem cheap, but really to put those in for a 94, that really, within a month or 2 months, this card ain't going to be worth nothing. Oh, well done. Well, good luck with that. I hope you have a good time as well. This one, Sesko. Do you know what? I don't really know a lot about this card. I really don't. There's a couple of things on there that look really outstanding. I don't think it's going to be worth it. You got 6'5", but I don't think he's going to be quick enough. I don't think he's going to be able to get into that speed and get there, past players because of the pace of players now. Is just you've got to have players that are able and agile enough to get through. Looking through other cards.
Team looking like Craig.
It's doing okay.
Played for few months.
Well, you haven't really missed anything at all by not playing it. You haven't. I only played this because basically... Jay, please stop spamming. I do not want to put you in the timeout, but I will if you continue to do it. All right, so, because I can't hear myself talk when you're doing that, and it's coming from a TV, and you're spamming, and all I can hear is you're spamming. So, it's not good. So,
sorry, mate, it's something we used to say to MJ.
I understand that, but like I say, you don't have to do it for so long, do you? And you've already done it once before, so that's the second time you've done it.
First time I've had decent Wi-Fi for months, been using hotspots while travelling.
Oh, right, okay, fair enough. So I'm looking at these kind of things, but like I said, they're not really genuinely worth it. Just for that, basically, because everything's just going to be worth nothing by the end of it. And if you go to the transfer market, the proven fact is there, right? You can go to Team of the Season, you can look through all these cards, and there isn't many that are actually worth anything anymore. The only ones that are worth are like Osimhen, as you can see, that's probably one of the cards, and Harry Kane is one on the other hand. But there's not many more that are worth it. It's a great card. Don't get me wrong; it looks a really good card. It's got some great assets.
Icon P page 9 segments. That's a bloody joke, surely.
Oh, and it is. It's one of those that really, there's not many people are going to do it. There's not many people that are going to be able to do it anyway if they want to, because the amount of fodder that you've got to use to do that is just extraordinarily ridiculous. So, like I say, some of these cards are worth absolutely nothing now, because they've been out for a little while, and you can go and make yourself a really good team, for absolutely nothing, next to nothing really. So this is what I'm saying. I think because of the state of the game, because of what's happened, people are not really confident in carrying on playing it, and that's a partial.
No problem, I'm not.
Partial of.
We need repetitive 85x10s.
Because basically, people are probably fed up with it. Everybody's got similar teams now. Near enough everybody's got the, similar kind of style of players, and you're coming up against people are absolutely, spamming and boosting it, and the ball rolls all the time, and it doesn't give you any kind of think, wow, I can't wait to get back on this game. Oh, I really love this game. It doesn't. I could walk away from the game and not play for the rest of the day, knowing what I've done my bit, what I need to do, and not touch it. Where you can go on to Fortnite, you can go on to Call of Duty, you could play that to your heart's content because there's a bit more fun to it. This isn't fun. It's repetitive, repeatable, and it's absolutely it's strenuous because it's over competitive. There's no fun factor to this. I had a chat with my mate, last night about this, and the fun factor side of things, what we used to play before it got as bad as this. There were so many things on the games, like the Gold Cups and, online Gold Cups. There was so many different things that you could do that were so fun. You can get coins for it, you can get packs or whatever to build your team up, but it was fun. It was enjoyable.
This game is supposed to be enjoyable, but as we've all been and seen Ukraine get so stressed over there over the years, it's just not relaxing.
No,
Be back soon, mate, cutting the grass.
Yeah, that's fine, pal. No worries. So, you can go back to the main years of when it all first started. Now, the FUT Champs came out in 2017, which we all know. We had monthly and weekly rewards. They were great, but it was enjoyable, but then it kind of like built up to the World Cup, the 18 now, FIFA 18. I've got to tell you, that was a crack and a half. That was a good crack. And of course, like, you know, the red picks, the FIFA 20, when I was putting all the great players, and you know, it was good fun. But like, 15 was one of the best ones we had with the team of the season. That brilliant. Honestly, God, I had such a great team. I had such an amazing team. And if those players, you know, were actually on here now, they'd be worth millions. Every single one of them would be worth millions. But when you packed one, you was like, yes. You know, it was brilliant.
United players out of it, face with tears of joy, face with tears of
God
joy.
God knows. But it was so enjoyable then. But now it's not, as you know, there's no enjoyment to it. There's so many factors to this. All right, the reason why it's so bad. One, over competitive. Two, you got people cheating, you know, DDoSing, no loss glitching. You got people buying coins off websites, you know, because of the high profile YouTubers promoting it on their channels. You know, you got people transferring coins from one account to the other. We see it all the time on the transfer market. You know, you got people like over doing like the ball rolls and spamming all the tricks and everything else. That doesn't appeal to me. It never has. But it takes away the enjoyment of the game, of what the game is supposed to be about. You know, I'm a big FIFA player. I am. I've played FIFA all my life ever since you could start playing FIFA, or you could start playing football games. You know, I've played every single FIFA game there is that's ever been released. And, you know, I've seen all the changes, all the different changes throughout the years. Like PlayStation 1.
Said you can just run straight down the middle now, and your high-powered
You know,
centre-backs
so like,
just let them run straight.
yeah, they do, yeah, they do sometimes. But like I say, you know, connectivity, big problem. Servers are absolutely abysmal. You know, pressing buttons, you know, button delay is just absolutely ridiculous. Where people have bought coins and just gone, you know, got R9, Thierry Henry, Mbappe, and like, just, you know, Rude Hullet is one of the most common ones as well. And they're not cheap. These are worth like ridiculous millions and millions, you know, Pele in there as well. Now, for this time of the year, how can players have all those players in one team? The only way you're able to do that is by cheating. You know, buying coins and buying the player straight away without, you know. Yes, you might get lucky. You know, packing one of those players, but to actually get every single one of them in the same team is not a challenge.
Would be so much more enjoyable.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like I say, the servers are a massive problem. You could play one game and it's smooth and it's responsive and it's magnificent. Next game, you go onto it and it's absolutely, you know, the opposite to that. It's abysmal. It's like, you know, button delay. The servers are so bad that you can hardly move your players. It feels really heavy. So there's so many problems with this game. And there's not much right with it. And that's the reason why everybody's struggling to get further through. Now, let me make another point as well. I want to make another point to this. And this is an important point. And this is probably something that what everybody's noticed. If you go back to last year's, right, when you're doing Rivals, if you go back to last year's, in Rivals, you've got markers within the different divisions, right? So basically, I got in Division 2, like last year, and there was 2 markers, right? So you got one, like, say, like on the 4th section, and then, you know, you got another one on the 8th. So basically, you got a flag, gives you that little bit of comfort, knowing full well that you got that flag, And as soon as you flag it, it gives you a little bit of respite. So, like, okay, you're not so stressing so much because you want it to reach a certain point. And if you go to, again, and no flag on there either, how does anyone expect, like, a non-professional player, doesn't do any skills whatsoever, go through these two divisions to be able to get to elite? How do they expect that to happen? It's impossible. It's not going to happen. So why have they taken that off? Why have they made it so impossible, so over, the ability is so high that it's just near enough impossible to reach that. Near enough impossible to reach that level like it did previously. I got to elite last year, but that's because there was a little bit where they actually had a flag in the division. But now they've took it off. But you've got a flag on Division 3, but there's no flag on Division 2. And you've got no flag on Division 1. There is no flag at that marker. So if I've reached Division 2 on so many times, but I've been demoted just because there's no flag on the actual Division 2. You should never be demoted once you get there. No, not a chance. So say, for instance, right, in a real life league, right, Premier League or Bundesliga, whatever league you want, you win it, right? You just lost your first game, right? You just lost your first game. That doesn't mean that you're going like for the Premiership to the Championship, does it? Because you've lost one game, your first game in the league, and they're not going to demote you to the division below. So why have they done this? Why have they done that? Why have they not added a flag on Division 2? Why have they not added it on Division 1? I just find it absolutely ridiculous that they've made it so impossible for the likes of myself or likes of anyone else who doesn't do skills or who doesn't play it in a demoralising, horrible, disgusting way, that it's so impossible. Why have they done it? To make it so impossible and less enjoyable to get to that stage. Knowing full well I reached Division 2, right? I reached Division 2 and I'm at that point there where the marker is, and I lose game, then I've just got demoted. I think it's just stupid. It's one of the most stupidest things I've ever done. And that's another point of, why people have probably got so fed up with it, they don't want to continue to play. Because once they get to that point, they don't want to play anymore because knowing full well they could lose, then get demoted again. So, there you go. So that's another point as well, which is demoralising. But anyway, there you go. So we've had a massive discussion. We played a game. We discussed so much, through this. And, I hope you enjoyed it. So if you have enjoyed the stream and you've enjoyed the chat, we've enjoyed the discussion, welcome in, Jay, and it's great to see you again. I'm really glad you're okay. And thank you to everybody who's took part in the stream. So anyway, guys, I wish you well. Take care, and I'll see you guys later on. Take care. See you soon.